Very warm welcome to the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Arifin Tasrif. Kepada rekan-rekan media dan fotografer, kami mohon untuk mengosongkan area depan. Acara akan segera dimulai dengan menyanyikan lagu Indonesia Raya. Untuk itu kepada teman-teman media dan fotografer, kami mohon untuk mengosongkan area depan panggung. Terima kasih. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the Indonesian National Anthem. The Indonesian National Anthem, Indonesia Raya. You may be seated. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good morning, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the opening ceremony of the 48th IPA Convex 2024 with our theme, Gaining Momentum to Advance Sustainable Energy Security in Indonesia and the region. Please give a round of applause to you all who is joining us today, and we thank you for your participation. I'm Timothy Marbun, and it's truly an honor for me to be your host during this opening ceremony. The IPA Convex, ladies and gentlemen, this event has proven to be a successful platform that brings together crucial players in the energy sector. This encompassing industry leaders, those involved in buying and selling energy-related products and services, as well as government officials. Now, this event serves as a vital forum for the exchange of knowledge and ideas about the energy transition, which has a profound impact on the future trajectory of the oil and gas industry. First and foremost, please allow me to extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests. Good morning and welcome to the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Arifin Tasrif. Welcome to our event. A warm welcome to the Acting Director General of Oil and Gas, Mr. Dadan Kusdiana. The Chairman of SKK Migas, Mr. Dwi Sucipto. Welcome, Pak Dwi. The Chairman of BPMA, Mr. Tuku Muhammad Faisal. The President of IPA, Mr. Yuzaini bin Muhammad Yusuf. And also, of course, to all distinguished guests who are attending today's event, we thank you for your presence with us here in our opening event. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's proceed with our first agenda for today. We would like to show the video of the Indonesian Petroleum Association Convention and Exhibition 2024.
Energi adalah kekuatan dasar yang mendukung segala aktivitas di alam semesta. Energi memainkan peran penting dalam kehidupan manusia. Kita dapat menemui berbagai manifestasi energi, mulai dari cahaya yang menerangi ruangan hingga bahan bakar yang digunakan untuk transportasi. Indonesia sangat kaya akan beragam energi, baik energi fosil seperti minyak bumi, gas dan batu bara, serta energi terbarukan seperti panas bumi, air, angin, dan lainnya. Berdasarkan data RUEN, porsi minyak bumi pada bauran energi menurun dari 29% menjadi 20% pada 2050. Dan gas bumi cenderung stabil. Sebaliknya energi baru terbarukan justru meningkat dari 13% menjadi 31%. Meskipun menurun, namun secara kuantitas kebutuhan gas bumi meningkat hingga 4 kali lipat dan minyak bumi 2 kali lipat. Pada pertengahan tahun 1990-an, produksi minyak bumi di Indonesia sempat mencapai angka 1,6 juta barrel per hari dengan tingkat konsumsi hanya separuhnya. Sedangkan pada 2023, angka produksi minyak bumi sebesar 605,5 ribu barrel per hari dengan konsumsi hampir 2 kali lipatnya. Untuk diketahui, Indonesia telah menjadi negara net importer minyak bumi sejak tahun 2003. Untuk gas bumi, Indonesia masih memiliki cadangan yang besar. Tercatat cadangan gas komersial mencapai 35,7 TCF. Produksi gas bumi ditargetkan naik 2 kali lipat dari 5,4 BSCFD pada 2022 menjadi 12 BSCFD pada 2030 dan bertahan hingga 2060. Mengutip data dari berbagai sumber hingga tahun 2030, kebutuhan energi dunia akan meningkat hingga 45%. Melihat tingginya kebutuhan energi di masa mendatang, industri migas diyakini masih berperan penting dalam menyediakan energi bagi dunia termasuk Indonesia. Hal yang membanggakan telah terjadi di sektor hulu migas pada tahun 2023. Dua pemboran eksplorasi yang dilakukan KKKS Eni Isganal berhasil menemukan gas dengan cadangan terbesar kelima di dunia, yaitu Geng Nord 1 sebesar 5 TCF dan KKKS Mubadala Energi Indonesia dengan layaran 1 sebesar 6 TCF. Keduanya merupakan capaian terbesar sejak 20 tahun lalu di Indonesia setelah Blok Masela. Dalam konteks transisi energi dan masih besarnya potensi energi fosil di Indonesia, para pemangku kepentingan sepakat untuk menerapkan teknologi penangkapan dan penyimpanan karbon atau Carbon Capture Storage, biasa disingkat CCS. Penerapan CCS dan upaya mencapai target produksi migas merupakan dua hal yang harus beriringan, sambil menunggu energi baru terbarukan berhasil dikembangkan secara ekonomis. Pemerintah telah menerbitkan berbagai peraturan terkait CCS, diantaranya Peraturan Menteri ESDM Nomor 2 Tahun 2023 dan Peraturan Presiden Nomor 14 Tahun 2024. Kedua peraturan tersebut diharapkan dapat memberikan kepastian bagi pelaku usaha dalam melakukan CCS dan membuka peluang Indonesia sebagai CCS Hub serta menjadi pemain global dalam penurunan emisi. Transisi energi bukan hanya tentang perubahan dari fosil ke energi baru terbarukan, tetapi transisi energi juga perlu memperhatikan ketahanan energi demi menjamin terpenuhinya kebutuhan energi yang meningkat di masa mendatang untuk memastikan terwujudnya Indonesia Emas 2045.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The video contains the idea behind the main theme of this year's IPA Convex. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the next agenda. Please allow me to welcome the president of IPA who will deliver his remarks. Without further ado, let's welcome on stage Mr. Yuzaini bin Muhammad Yusuf.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrali sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. Good morning everyone. Yang terhormat Menteri ESDM Bapak Arifin Tasrif. Yang terhormat Pelaksana Tugas Direktur Jenderal Migas Bapak Dadan Kusdiana. Yang terhormat Kepala SKK Migas Bapak Dwi Sucipto beserta para pimpinan SKK Migas. Yang terhormat Kepala BPMA Bapak Tengku Muhammad Faizal, para duta besar, His Excellency Ambassadors, para perwakilan pemerintah daerah, para CEO perusahaan, teman-teman media, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very warm welcome to the 48th IPA Convex 2024. We are really honored to have the presence of Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, Bapak Arifin Tasrif, and to see such a distinguished gathering of industry leaders, experts, policymakers, stakeholders from across Indonesia and the wider region. Your presence today is deeply appreciated and underscore our collective commitment to advancing our shared goal in energy security and sustainability. It is with great honor and immense pleasure that we are gathered here today under the theme of gaining momentum to advance sustainable energy security in Indonesia and the region. The theme of this year convex speak directly to the pressing issue that confront our industry. The imperative to advance sustainable energy security has never been more urgent, especially for Indonesia to achieve the Golden Indonesia or Indonesia Emas in 2045. Indonesia continue to accelerate development along with growth of population and economy, which driving the increase of energy demand. Hence, Indonesia must secure and increase domestic energy supply despite declining production and mitigate greenhouse gas emission. To this end, investment in upstream oil and gas need to be boosted to meet the production and net zero carbon emission target. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in 2023, Indonesia accounted for over 40% of the discovered volume in the Asia-Pacific region. This provides new excitement and underscore Indonesia's position as a key player in the global energy landscape. The recent demonstration of Indonesia's world-class gas potential through deep water exploration further amplify this notion. However, to capitalize on this potential and sustainable momentum, Indonesia must intensify effort to attract investment. This necessitates a competitive stance against other countries competing on capital inflows by implementing strategic fiscal and non-fiscal initiative and policy. Moreover, satisfactory resolution of challenges is paramount to bolstering investor confidence and fostering a conducive investment environment. Meanwhile, the global energy transition are necessity and unstoppable force. The world is progressing amid the energy transition along with the increasing utilization of new renewable energy. However, moving to cleaner energy will not happen overnight. While Indonesia is developing adequate new renewable energy, the upstream industry will continue to play a critical role which simultaneously transform to reduce carbon emission. Gas, in particular, has a crucial role in many parts of Indonesia's economy. We must intensify our effort to cut greenhouse gas emission across all upstream assets and new development. However, this endeavor presents significant technical and commercial challenges that demand immediate attention and innovative solutions. From a slow start, Indonesia's CCS-CCUS project is growing. I would like to give the highest appreciation to Government of Indonesia and the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, who has already taken steps through the Ministerial Regulation Number 2/2023 and recently issued of Presidential Regulation Number 14/2024. These policies are the first of its kind in Asia, and Indonesia is well positioned to be a regional leader in CCS, helping the regions to decarbonize while boosting its domestic industry and economy to achieve Indonesia Emas and net zero carbon emission targets. This ambitious vision holds the potential to not only create new businesses, and also will attract investment and drive long-term sustainable growth. However, the ultimate success of CCS and CCUS projects hinges upon robust regulatory support and commercial attractiveness. What Indonesia urgently needs or requires is the development of a comprehensive regulatory framework coupled with the swift and resolute implementation of law and regulation. This is vital for establishing a fully functional value chain and ecosystem that maximizes the utilization of existing exploration and production capabilities, connecting supply with demand in seamless manner, and more importantly, to secure its leadership position in the region. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to share that the dedicated committee behind the scenes are working tirelessly to ensure that this event surpasses all expectation. IPA Convect has continuously evolved into a pivotal platform for industry leaders, innovators, professionals around the world. It serves as a hub for networking, collaboration, and the exchange of cutting-edge ideas and technology. In line with the spirit of innovation and progress, and as an extension of 2023 IPA White Paper Initiative, this year IPA is developing infographics that spotlights the path toward energy security with a greener future, tackling challenges, and drawing insight from global experience in achieving Indonesia Emas 2045 with crucial support from our government. I would like to extend special gratitude to the Global CCS Institute and Wood Mackenzie for the collaboration in providing their insight on the development of the infographic. Additionally, a big thanks to the Indonesia Carbon Capture and Storage Center, ICCSC, for providing the CCS data support. During these 3 days, we will have an opportunity to engage in meaningful discussion, exchange insights, and showcase innovative solutions that can help propel us towards more sustainable energy security. From detailed discussion of CCS, cutting-edge technologies and best practices, exploration opportunities, and the new program like Student Meet CEO, Fossil X digitalization, and more, this Convec promise to be a nexus of ideas and action that can shape the future of energy. But beyond the discussion and exhibition, let us remember the broader significance of our endeavor. By advancing sustainable energy security, we are not only safeguarding the interests of our industry and our economies, but we are also fulfilling a moral imperative to protect our planet and ensure a better future for generations to come. As we embark on this journey together, let us do so with a sense of purpose, determination, and collaboration. By harnessing the collective expertise and creativity assembled here today, I am confident that we can overcome the challenges ahead and forge a path toward a more sustainable and secure energy future for Indonesia and the region. Finally, I would like to conclude this by expressing gratitude to all our sponsors, exhibitors, and every one of you for invaluable support. Your presence today signifies a commitment to shaping the future of sustainable energy security. Let's hope this event will be beneficial for all of us. Before I end this, izinkan saya untuk memberikan pantun, ya. Jalan-jalan ke Jakarta, jangan lupa membeli cendera mata. Bersama kita hadapi tantangan yang ada menuju Indonesia emas yang sejahtera. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, the President of IPA, Mr. Yuzaini, for setting the base on discussions during the 48th IPA 2024 and also a little sneak preview of what we can expect for the next following days. Thank you once again, Mr. Yuzaini, also for the pantun. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and next on our agenda, we are presented with an exhilarating auction announcement and signing contract. Therefore, we would like to kindly invite the Acting Director General of Oil and Gas, Mr. Dadan Kusdiana, to announce the opening of the new auction. Therefore, we would like to invite on stage Mr. Dadan Kusdiana.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sehat, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Very good morning. Yang saya hormati Menteri Energi dan Sumber Daya Mineral Republik Indonesia, Bapak Arifin Tasrif, Kepala SKK Migas, Bapak Dwi Sucipto, Kepala BPMA, Bapak Teguh Muhammad Faisal, Presiden of Indonesia Petroleum Association, Bapak Yuzaini bin Muhammad Yusuf, para pejabat tinggi dari Kementerian ESDM, anggota DEN, para duta besar perwakilan negara sahabat, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. In this opportunity, please allow me the honor to announce the first Indonesia Petroleum Bidding Round year 2024. In this first round, we are offering 5 working areas. 2 working areas are offered in regular tender, and 3 working areas are offered in direct offer tender. They are, the first is Pesut Mahakam. Please go to this second slide. The first is Pesut Mahakam, second is Panai, the third is Central Andaman, the fourth Amanah, and the fifth Melati. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, before I go with the detailed information on each of the offered working areas, please allow me also to share some interesting key terms offered in this first round of bidding, which shows the government support in the upstream oil and gas in Indonesia. The first, we are offering improvement in sharing split. The split after tax for contractor reach up to 50% for very high-risk working areas. Secondly, we offer 10% shareable first branch petroleum or FTP. Another interesting offer is signature bonus. It is now open bid with a certain minimum value based on the risk. The next one is flexibility in choosing the contract scheme. We also improving the terms for DMO to 10% DMO price. Next is no mandatory for relinquishment in the first 3 years of the commitment. There is also no cost selling for cost recovery. And as for the data access, we are now promoting the ease of accessing data through membering in Migas data repository. So other than interesting offers, contractors will also receive tax facilities based on the prevailing regulation. And in addition, in the event that in developing oil and gas field, contractor facing economic issue, the government are willing also to listen the contractor proposal for the additional incentives. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, now please allow me to share to you the detailed information of the 5 working areas offered in the first bidding round of the year 2024. The first one is Pesut Mahakam, working area, regular tender. It is located in onshore East Kalimantan, near several proven working area with hydrocarbon potential such as Sanga-Sanga, Wain, Mahakam, Sangata, East Kalimantan, and Ataka. It is an exploration working area with estimated resources of around 20 million barrels of oil and 1.1 TCF of gas. The minimum firm commitment for Pesut Mahakam working area are GNG study and 3D seismic 114 square kilometers. The second one we are offering is Panai working area, regular tender. It is located in onshore and offshore of North Sumatra and Riau, near several proven working areas with hydrocarbon potential such as CPP, Siak, and Kisaran. It is exploration working area with estimated resources of around 500 BCF of gas. The minimum firm commitment for Panai are GHG study and 2D seismic 500 kilometers. For the next one, we have Central Andaman working area through the direct offer. It is located in offshore Andaman Sea, close to proven working areas with hydrocarbon potential such as North Sumatra offshore, Lok Semawe, and also the Block B. Central Andaman is an exploration working area with estimated resources of around 100 million barrels of oil and 500 BCF of gas. The minimum firm commitment for this area, GHG study, 3D seismic or processing 3D seismic data 650 square kilometers, advanced reprocessing 3D seismic. The next is for Amanah working area through direct offer. It is located in onshore South Sumatra, near proven working areas with hydrocarbon potential such as South Sumatra, Belida, Pertamina IP Sumbaksel area, Raja Pendopo, and also Ogan Komering. Amanah is an exploration working area with estimated resources of around 50 million barrels of oil and 450 BCF of gas. The minimum firm commitment for Amanah are GHG study and 3D seismic 50 square kilometers. And the last one offer for this round is Melati working area through direct offer. It is located in offshore and onshore of Central Sulawesi and Southeast Sulawesi. Melati is an exploration working area with estimated resources of around 850 million barrels of oil and 4.7 TCF of gas. Melati is located in prospective basin which not yet produced before. Therefore, we are offering this working area with improved terms and profit split. The minimum firm commitment for Melati are GHG study, onshore to 2D seismic 250 kilometers and offshore 3D seismic 200 square kilometers. So we are inviting investors and oil and gas companies with the capability and commitment to meet the requirement to join the bid and is interested in participating to the tenders to access bid document and submission of participating document through our website here, through the esdm.go.id. The time schedule for the regular tender, which are Besut Mahakam and Panai working area, is follows. The access of bid document is open on 14 May to 9 September 2024. The bid submission deadline is on 11 September 2024. For the direct offer, which are Central Andaman, Amanah, and Melati working areas, the access of bid document is open on 14 of May 2024 to 26 of June 2024, and the bid submission deadline is 28 June 2024. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward from the offering of working areas, as I previously mentioned, I would like also to mention that since 2020 to 2023, a total of 20 new PSGs and 6 extension and takeover of PSGs had been signed. Those indicate that upstream oil and gas industry in Indonesia still have great opportunity and remain attractive for the investment. Our regulation improvement also support the better investment climate for investors, including the tax facility, incentive or better terms and conditions in the biddings. And this morning, we are going also to witness the signing of 2 more PSGs, which are, the first is Bobara working area as a result of 2023 bidding round. And the second is Ketapang working area as an extension of the PSG. So, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, ultimately I would like to once again convey the message that Indonesia still has abundant oil and gas resources potential to meet our energy demand. Our oil and gas business investment is still attractive, thus we are inviting you all to come and invest in Indonesia. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dadan Kusdiana. Thank you for the exciting announcement on the auction. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the auction that is scheduled as showed by Mr. Dadan Kusdiana. And ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the first signing ceremony. Therefore, I would like to invite to come on stage for the signing. First of all, the representative from PT Petrogas Jatim Sampang, Bapak Agus Edi Sumanto. We would also like to invite on stage the representative from PT Saka Ketapang Perdana, Bapak Medi Kurniawan. Please join us on stage. Once again, for the signing, we would like to invite the representatives involved in the signing. From PT Petrogas Jatim Sampang, we have Bapak Agus Edi Sumanto, and from PT Saka Ketapang Perdana, Bapak Medi Kurniawan. Also, we would like to invite the President of IPA, Mr. Rizani bin Muhammad Yusuf, to join us in the signing. Also invite authorized signatory Petronas INP Bobara Sendirian Berhad, Mr. Datu Adif B. Zulkifli. Please join us on stage for the signing. And also the chairman of SKK Migas will also join the signing, Bapak Dwi Sucipto. Please join us on stage for the signing. We invite the gentlemen to take place behind the table. And to witness and sign the Bobara contract, we would like to humbly invite the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Arifin Tasrif. Please join us on stage. Kami persilakan Bapak Menteri untuk menyaksikan serta menandatangani kontrak Bobara. The contract is for working Ketapang area and working Bobara area. To all contractors from Petronas and Bobara Sendirian Berhad, PC Ketapang 2 Limited, Petronas Cari Gali Ketapang Limited, PT Saka Ketapang Perdana, PT Petrogas Jatim Sampang Energi. Gentlemen, please directly sign the agreement together. Yes, gentlemen, you may move forward and please sign the contract. Next, Pak Dwi Sucipto, you may sign the contract. The Ketapang area is at the offshore of North Sumatra. Meanwhile, the Bobara area, the oil and gas production sharing contract of the Bobara working area, is at the offshore of West Papua. As you can see the details on the screen, these are the two working areas within these two contracts that we are signing today. And next, to the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, Bapak Arifin Tasrif, you may sign the Bobara contract, Pak Arifin. We thank you, Pak Arifin, for signing the contracts. Gentlemen, if you may hold the contracts, you may move forward to clear closer to the table. And you may hold up the contracts as we'll take a picture together for the media. Minister, if you may stand in the middle, in the center. Okay, let's take a pose, one picture for the media when we're ready. Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. We will take this time for the media to take the photos of this moment, the signing of the Bobara PSC and Ketapang PSC extension. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to the signing of these two contracts. Congratulations to everyone involved in the signing of the contract and the further works. Thank you very much also to the media. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Your Excellency, Pak Menteri, mohon untuk tetap berada di atas panggung. Also, Mr. Yuzaini, if you may please stay on the stage. Sekali lagi kami mohon Pak Menteri untuk tetap berada di atas panggung. We thank Pak Dwi Sucipto and other esteemed contractors. Thank you very much. You may return to your seats. Pak Dwi dipersilakan untuk kembali menempati tempat duduk. Terima kasih. And we would like to invite for this session Senior Technical Advisor in the Institute's Knowledge and Analysis Team of Global CCS Institute, Mr. David Kearns, if you may join us on stage, and also Research Director for Corporate and Upstream Research of Wood Mackenzie, Mr. Andrew Harwood, if you would please join us on stage for the presentation of the infographics. In this regard, IPA, represented by its President, Mr. Yuzaini bin Mohammed Yusuf, would like to present and hand over the infographics to the Minister as a form of collaboration. And this is the infographics as Mr. Yuzaini will be presenting it to the Minister, accompanied by Mr. David Kearns and also Mr. Andrew Harwood. These are the infographics presented to the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources. Let's take a picture together. The Indonesian Petroleum Association, or IPA, has a mission to be the voice of the upstream oil and gas industry in Indonesia and to work collaboratively with all stakeholders to promote the industry for the benefit of all, the government, investor, communities, employees, customers, and the environment. One more picture in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for the infographics presented by IPA to the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources. Once again, we invite Pak Arifin, if you may please stay on stage for the next session. Thank you, Mr. David Kearns, Mr. Andrew Harwood, and also Mr. Yuzaini. Thank you very much. You may please return to your seats. Kami mohon kepada Bapak Menteri untuk tetap berada di atas panggung untuk sesi berikutnya. Thank you once again for IPA. We invite Mr. David Kearns, Mr. Andrew Harwood, and also Pak Yuzaini. You may please return to your seats. It is an honor for me to call upon the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, who will be delivering his remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in once again welcoming Mr. Arifin Tasrif.
Yuzaini bin Muhammad Yusuf, President of Indonesia Petroleum Association, Pak Dwi Sucipto, Chairman of SKK Migas, dear friends who attend this morning conference, ambassadors, excellencies ambassadors, and all the leading person of our oil and gas industry, also my friends, Pak Taufik here is coming, Pak Hilmi, and many other friends that I cannot mention the name one by one. A very good morning for all of us, and I would like to express my appreciation to Indonesia Petroleum Association to organize this remarkable event. It's a great pleasure for me to participate again and share my view on gaining momentum to advance sustainable energy security in Indonesia and in the region. The present worldwide trend leans towards adopting cleaner and renewable energy sources. This trend raises inquiries about the future of the upstream oil and gas sectors. For Indonesia, oil and gas sector is very important energy to support our demand, especially to secure energy for our 270 million people all over across the country. According to several studies, I take one from BP Energy Outlook, the total final consumption, including oil and gas, will be peaks in the mid to late 2020s in accelerated and net zero scenarios. At the other side, the new momentum scenario, which reflect current world energy system, total final consumption increases until around 2040, after which it broadly plateaus with energy consumption in 2050. In these three scenarios, oil and gas are still utilized up to 2050, even though its direct use declines due to energy efficiency improvement, electricity use increase using the renewable energy source, and power sector decarbonization. For Indonesia, during the transition towards net zero emission by 2060, oil and gas will continue to play a pivotal role in securing energy supply, particularly in the transportation and power plant, even also to support the industry. Gas will be used to bridge the transition towards 100% implementation of renewable energy generation. Nevertheless, the upstream oil and gas industry must implement strategies to reduce emission, including clean energy technology deployment, such as CCS and CCUS. To meet oil and gas demand, Indonesia is currently focusing its efforts on exploring oil and gas basins by considering that Indonesia still holds abundant untapped oil and gas reserves. Out of 128 hydrocarbon basins, 68 remain entirely unexplored. Therefore, we applaud all PSC contractors that have shown extraordinary efforts and tapped those oil and gas reserves. I can assure you all that the Indonesian government will continuously create a favorable investment climate. Commencing this year, we are to promote additional new oil and gas working areas annually. Investors can participate through the government's bidding process or directly negotiate with the government. So it's been shown by the presentation of Pak Dadan before. So I saw also one of the content is signature bonus. My signature costs only $1. But of course, this requirement is, there is a strategy behind those figures. In order to provide attractive investment climate to the investors, we also provide several tax facilities and incentives for upstream business activities. The regulation encompasses aspects of the implementation of carbon capture and storage base where these matters have not previously been regulated in the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources Regulation number 2, 2023, concerning implementation of activity CCS, CCUS, and on upstream oil and gas business activities. Currently, there are 15 CCS, CCUS projects in the various stages with total CO2 storage resources of more than couple hundred gigatons. We believe Indonesia has the opportunity for the expansion of CCS, CCUS business development. In closing my speech, I would like to emphasize the importance of increasing collaboration and partnership in facing the challenge of fulfilling energy demand while reducing the emissions. I invite all participants to contribute actively to prioritize cooperation in efforts to increase investment, reserves, as well as oil and gas production, while remain committed to the emission reduction target. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister, for your remarks. We invite Bapak Arifin Tasrif to take center stage behind the globe for the opening ceremony. Therefore, we'll also like to invite the Acting Director General of Oil and Gas, Mr. Dadan Kusdiana, on stage. Also the Chairman of SKK Migas, Mr. Dwi Sucipto, the Chairman of BPMA, Mr. Teguh Muhammad Faisal, and also the IPA President, Mr. Yuzaini bin Muhammad Yusuf, as we are approaching the official opening of the 48th IPA Convex 2024 by the Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, His Excellency Mr. Arifin Tasrif. And also, to you, the audience, you are also being involved in the opening. To those wearing a silo band, if you have a silo band on your wrist, you will be also taking part. As we count down later, you may raise your silo band. Bapak Arifin, we will start by pressing the button on my count. Minister Arifin, are you ready? Okay, on my count. For the opening of the 48th IPA Convex 2024 in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, rise your silo band. The opening of the 48th IPA Convex 2024. We are officially open. Congratulations once again to the Indonesia Petroleum Association and Diandra Promosindo for hosting our event. We'll take the time for a photo session with the minister and also our distinguished guests here on the stage. We thank the minister once again for opening the 48th IPA Convex 2024 and also for the remarks of what we can expect. Next photo session, we would like to invite or extend invitations to the main sponsor companies for the ensuing photograph session. We invite Mr. Wisnu Bahriansyah from Pertamina Hulu Energi, Mrs. Kathy Wu from BP Berau Limited. We invite Mr. Roberto Lorato from Medco Energi on stage. We also invite Mr. Shailendra S. Bakri from Energi Mega Persada, Mrs. Carol Gal from ExxonMobil Indonesia. Also, we'd like to invite Mr. Abdullah Abu Ali, President Director of Mubadala Energy Indonesia, and also Mr. Andrew Harwood from Wood Mackenzie. If you may join us, please, on stage for this photo session. Ladies and gentlemen, this marks the opening, the official opening of the 48th IPA Convex 2024. A lot to be expected in the coming days until the 16th of May 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, if you please take your positions as we will take an official photo for the opening of the 48th IPA Convex, gaining momentum to advance sustainable energy security in Indonesia and the region. We thank you all very much for your support, for making this event possible. Once again, let's give a round of applause for the opening of the 48th IPA Convex. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, all participants, thank you very much. And to our VIP, you may please continue to the Nusantara room for an exhibition, or one more photo, a special position for the photo. Oh, okay. This is the ASEAN hand, a symbol of friendship and cooperation among all stakeholders and shareholders here. Okay, on my count, 3, 2, 1. One nice picture. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, once again, to all our VIPs. We kindly invite, ladies and gentlemen, to please visit the exhibition area. Oh, we have another photo. Okay, we're continuing the photo session. Yes, please join us here on stage. Okay, you may feel this side on the left, on your right side. Okay. On my count, at 3, 2. Oh, we're not ready yet. All right, 3, 2, 1. One more time, a bigger smile, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much. We invite all VIPs to please continue to the exhibition area. Once again, to the Nusantara Ballroom, where we have a special exhibition area. And a special thank you to His Excellency, Mr. Arifin Tasrif, for your presence and also for officially opening the 48th IPA Convex 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, we start today and we'll be going on until the 16th of May 2024. We thank you for your participation and also for your support. And we are excited to work together here in open discussions and more. We extend our gratitude to esteemed guests and sponsors that has made this event possible. We have many agendas at the 48th IPA Convex. There will be several intriguing discussions and also insightful sessions we have a plenary session in this Nusantara room at 1 p.m. local time today, with the first agenda being the CEO Forum that will focus on company strategy, pursuing high return of investment and helping society meet NZE. We extend our sincere thanks to each of our sponsors for their invaluable support, dedication, and partnership. Our sponsors, and we thank you, our titanium sponsor, PT Pertamina Hulu Energi, platinum sponsors, BP Berau Limited, Medco Energi, Energi Mega Persada, ExxonMobil Indonesia, Mubadala Energi, and Wood Mackenzie. We thank our gold sponsors, ADES, Petronas Indonesia, SLB, also our silver sponsors, Costal, Sinopec, Inpex, and Harbor Energy. Thank you for supporting the 48th IPA Convex 2024, which will be held from today to the 16th of May this year. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we draw the curtains on today's proceedings. The VIPs are invited to depart to the Nusantara Hall to visit the exhibition area. Thank you very much for being with us today on this momentous occasion. I'm Timothy Marbun, and we'll see you in all activities during the 48th IPA Convex 2024. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.